Alright folks, buckle up. Starting February 1st, new US tariffs could slam Canada harder than a runaway moose in a china shop. We're talking potential price hikes on everything from your morning coffee to that shiny new truck. But before you start digging that bunker, let's break down how these tariffs might impact your wallet. What happens in America rarely stays in America, so grab your toque, get comfy, and let's dive into the top 10 ways these tariffs could hit Canadians. Big changes ahead. Starting February 1st, new US tariffs could hit Canada hard. Here are 10 ways it might impact you. Let's start with the obvious, shall we? Those American-made cars, electronics, and appliances you love, yeah, those are about to get pricier. We're talking potentially thousands of dollars more for big-ticket items. And before you say, oh, I'll just buy Canadian, many Canadian manufacturers rely on US parts, so even if that tag says made in Canada, those tariffs are still sneaking into your final price. Think about it, that new fridge you need, the steel for its sides, possibly from the US, it's like a game of economic whack-a-mole, except instead of winning a prize, you just end up paying more. Look, I get it, times are tough, you're already shelling out a small fortune just to feed your family. Those imported fruits, veggies, and packaged foods you rely on, yeah, those could be next in line for a price hike. Canada imports a lot of produce from the US, especially in winter. So, get ready to budget more for avocados, oranges, and even Oreos. It's enough to make you want to take up backyard farming. Okay, this one's gonna sting. Remember those carefree days of cruising with the windows down? Yeah, those days might be numbered. Tariffs love to mess with energy prices. With Canada importing oil and gas from the US, you might want to budget for fewer road trips. Higher prices at the pump, increased heating costs, and more expensive plane tickets. Get ready to tighten your belts, folks, because this is one economic roller coaster you might not want to ride. Dreaming of finally renovating that kitchen or maybe even buying your first home? Hold on to your hard hats because tariffs are about to throw a wrench in your plans. Canada imports a lot of construction materials from the United States, from lumber and steel to drywall and insulation. When those materials get hit with tariffs, the cost of building and renovating skyrockets. So that dream kitchen renovation, it might have to wait. And that affordable housing market? Yeah, these tariffs aren't helping. Let's be real, nobody wants to pay more for things. For Canadian businesses, these tariffs could be devastating. Imagine you're a small business owner relying on imports from the US. Your costs skyrocket, but you can't just raise prices without losing customers. You either eat the cost or make tough decisions like layoffs or shutting down. Tariffs ripple through the economy, hurting consumers and businesses alike. Remember how tariffs rarely stay confined to one country? It's time for a lesson in economic retaliation. If Canada responds with counter-tariffs, things get messier. And by messier, I mean more expensive for everyone. Higher prices on US goods and Canadian exports. Think lumber, steel, even maple syrup. It's a slippery slope to a trade war. Who hasn't succumbed to the siren song of online shopping? The convenience, the deals, the joy of packages at your doorstep. But hold on to your credit cards. Tariffs are coming. US retailers are subject to tariffs too. Higher prices on clothes, electronics, books, and beauty products. That bargain basement toaster oven? Not such a steal anymore. Planning a trip to Disney World? Dreaming of that Californian road trip? Get ready to shell out some serious cash? Tariffs are coming for your travel budget. Hotels, car rentals, even Mickey Mouse ears, all could see price hikes. Not just big-ticket items, even small purchases like coffee or water add up quickly. Planning a trip south of the border? Pack light and bring extra cash. Okay, this one's a bit more abstract, but stick with me. The stock market hates uncertainty. It's like a skittish deer, easily spooked. Tariffs bring a lot of uncertainty. Trade tensions make the market react poorly. Expect volatility, market dips, and impacts on savings. Be aware of tariffs' impact on investments. Remember that slippery slope I mentioned earlier? The one that leads to a full-blown trade war? Well, it's time to talk about the worst-case scenario. If Canada and the US can't resolve their differences, things could get ugly. We're talking escalating tariffs, economic uncertainty, and chaos. Prices could skyrocket, businesses might close, and the economy could nosedive. So, there you have it, folks. The top 10 ways these US tariffs could hit Canadians hard. It's not a pretty picture, but it's the reality we're facing. Stay informed, plan ahead, and maybe stock up on a little extra maple syrup. Knowledge is power. Understand these tariffs and their impact. Stay informed, stay engaged, and let your officials know how you feel. Subscribe for more updates.